called Century Ants. It's a game for 2 to 4 players. The players are going to be playing as a colony of ants. Each player is going to be part of the colony of ants and will have 5 leader tokens, which they'll be using to lead other ants to do different tasks. Each round, players will gain neutral ants, these purple cubes, based on how high on this Queen's Favor track they are. Players will start at 4, so in this 2-player game, we'll have the green player go first. The green player will gain 4 of these purple ants, and now they may choose to place any number of their leader ants into any number of these 6 locations, and split however they choose. They could include these neutral ants along with any of their leader ants. Different locations have different bonuses for going, but each of the different areas, there will be a milestone that only one person will be able to have. As the game progresses, these event cards will be turned face up and eventually resolve. These event cards will do a couple different things. One, they will set the values for collection. In order to collect from this area, every 4 ants you send will give you the bonus. So this is going to be the kitchen, this is going to be the living room, this is going to be the bathroom of the house that we are invading. So every 4 ants I send to the kitchen, I will get 2 food, as long as this event card is out. Right now, because there's an X here, sending ants to this area will not give any food. But after this event resolves, any player who has this milestone will have it locked in for the rest of the game, because this event card is about this location. For every 4 ants you send to the bathroom, you'll gain 2 water, which are these tokens here. For this first example turn, the green player put 2 of their leaders in the Queen's Chamber, 1 leader with 3 of the neutral ants in the bathroom, and 1 of their leaders and 1 neutral ant in the kitchen. Since they placed 4 ants into the bathroom, the green player will gain 2 water. Then for the yellow's turn, yellow will also get 4 ants. The yellow player has put all 4 of their neutral ants and 1 of their workers into the water area, so they gain 2 water. Placed 1 into the barracks and 3 into the Queen's Chamber. Nothing is gained immediately in the Queen's Chamber or the barracks until someone activates that area. Now it is back to Green's turn, and Green has the option of either activating an area or placing out one of their leaders. If they're going to be placing out leaders, they will gain neutral ants for their turn and decide where to place them. In this instance, they placed them all in the bathroom, so they will get 2 more water. Then it's back to Yellow's turn. Yellow doesn't have any leaders to place out, so they must activate one of the areas. They will choose to activate the Queen's Chamber, which means each player will get their leaders back from that area and gain the bonus equal to the number in that area. So in this case, yellow will gain 3 Queen's Favor, and green will gain 2 Queen's Favor. That was yellow's turn, so then it's back to green. And green has workers, so they can choose to either activate an area or place out workers. In this case, they're going to choose to activate this area right here. When an area is activated, you count up the total number of ants in that area. In this case, it's a total of 14, and you roll the d20. You're trying to get a number lower than the total number of ants in that area. So there are a total of 14 ants, so we want to get 13 or lower on the die. In this case, a 4 was rolled, so the green player will take the milestone because they were the one that activated the area and it was a success. Then all of the neutral ants will go back in the supply, and each of the leader ants will give a reward of 1 Queen's Favor. Green will gain 2, yellow will gain 1, and the leaders will go back to the respective players. Play will continue. It is now yellow's turn. They will get 6 neutral ants because they're at 6 on the Queen's Favor track, and they will choose to place 4 ants in the water area and 4 ants in the food area, gaining a total of 2 food and 2 water. Green will now place 8 ants into the kitchen, gaining them a total of 4 food. Yellow is also placing 8 in the kitchen, so they will also gain 4 food. Now the green player must activate because they have no leaders left, and they'll choose to activate the kitchen. Now there are more than 21 ants in the kitchen, so this is an automatic victory, meaning that green will gain the King of the Kitchen milestone. All the neutral ants will go back to the supply, and both green and yellow will gain 3 Queen's Favor. As soon as the second area is activated, the current event card will be completed. In this case, lay siege to the living room, meaning that the lay siege token will now be turned face down and will no longer be able to be gained by players. Then the next event card will be revealed. There's going to be a drought. whenever one of the resource events comes up, each player will have to take some of the resources of the appropriate type, in this case water, and place it on the event card. In this case, it's 3 for each player. New values for collecting the different resources at the different areas will now be on the top of this event card. 4 for the kitchen, 5 for the living room, 6 for the bathroom, and now there is a new value for the center, which is going to be 3, in order to gain the resources on this event card. When this event card would be going away, all of the ants in this area will resolve, and if the roll is unsuccessful, any of the resources on this card are lost forever. But if the ants are successful in here, none of these resources are lost and they go back to the appropriate players. The milestones can be stolen between players. These energy tokens can be gained from this barracks right here, and this will allow you to re-roll the dice if you'd like to. Or if you get to 3 energy, you lose your 3 energy, but you gain the People's Champion milestone. The game ends once all the event cards have been flipped up. There are a total of 6, and players will multiply the amount of food they have by the amount of water they have by the number of milestones that they have. That's a very brief explanation of how this game works. That was Centurions. Thanks for watching.